Okay, everybody, welcome back to Advisors Capital Management 10-second interview show. Mike Lieberman, Dr. Charles Lieberman, Chief Investment Officer Extraordinaire. We are a couple of TikTok dudes. This is a TikTok world. I'm going to ask questions. Chuck, you got 10 seconds to answer those questions because nobody's got the patience, the time for long-winded answers. All right, so stay with me, 10 seconds or less. This jobs report was billed as the biggest thing, we have seen in a long time. Of course, the jobs number reported, and it seems like it wasn't actually that big of a deal. So my first question to you, 10 seconds or less, why was this jobs report so important this time around? Go.
Well, the market was panicked about the possibility the economy could be going into recession. And so that was the fear. If this number had been really weak, the market would have thought that we are headed into recession, and that's what we were primed for. So the market was very much on edge.
All right, so before we dive into the market, recession. We've heard it about a million times. There have been a million predictions over the past 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. They've all been wrong. This great recession has never come. Is this more of that, or is the economy really starting to slow down? Is there some things percolating here?
The economy is slowing down, but there's still no recession, and there's not likely to be one. I've been saying all along, the economy still has plenty of juice in it. It continues to grow at a solid clip. We've slowed from 120 miles an hour to now maybe 70 miles an hour in a 60 zone. The economy is fine.
All right, let's talk about this jobs report. Weaker, certainly weaker. 140 some odd thousand. The estimate was 160,000. Jobs growth is slowing. The market sort of reacted. Initial reaction was that it was a weak report, but then shortly thereafter, maybe not so weak. 10 seconds or less. Walk us through good or bad report. Go.
I would call it very much a report that's consistent with a soft landing. So the underlying growth of the supply of labor in the U.S. is ballpark 75 to 100,000. This is still doing better than that. We averaged 116 over the last 3 months, so still no recession. It's still a decent job market, and therefore the economy should continue to grow.
I mean, I don't think we've ever done one of these where we had everything under 10 seconds, but we're working on it. To all the Liebermaniacs out there, all of our fans out there, we're working on it. We know. Okay, last two questions, Chuck. 10 seconds or less. The Fed is clearly in cutting mode. Give me three things, just three things that the Fed looks at, right? The big three. How does the Fed determine that now it's time, right? We were raising, then we're sort of holding. Now we're lowering. Give me three things that the Fed looks at.
So one, the slowdown in job growth that suggests that economic growth is slowing. Two, the moderation in inflation. That's come down towards 2%, but it's nowhere near there yet. So the Fed can't be in too much of a rush. And I don't think there is a third. Nothing else really matters after those two.
It is a dual mandate, right? Low inflation and low unemployment. Okay. Last thing, the market is now pricing in, right, that the Fed is going to cut interest rates by the end of the year significantly, right? Anywhere between 100 and 125 basis points. We were at 0 throughout most of the year, then it was a quarter, then it was 50 basis points. Now the market is moving to somewhere between 100 and 125 basis points by the end of the year. Do you think that's likely? And if not, how much do you think they cut by? 10 seconds, take us home.
I don't think the market is priced right. I think the market is overly aggressive and Fed easing. The market thinks that there's a 50-50 shot at this moment for the next cut in September of 25 versus 50. I lean towards 25. I lean towards another 25 before the end of the year, so I'd probably be at 50. And you're right, the market is priced for 100 to 125. It's aggressive.
Hard to believe that the market would be emotional. That never seems to happen. All right, Chuck Lieberman, thank you. Like and subscribe. Those are the keywords I am always told by the marketing team to say. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. All right, thanks, everybody. We'll come back to you.